Recently, Tony Clark spent time on Top Thrill Seeking Spotlight with a local podcast and had some interesting updates for all of us coaster enthusiasts out there. And with all the rumors about what was going on with Top Thrill 2 over the past few weeks and Zamperla workers being on site, we've all been a little stir-crazy about our next Race for the Sky. Speaking of, be sure to check out our documentary, Race for the Sky, over on our channel, covering the full history of Top Thrill Dragster to Top Thrill 2. Over 20 years worth of moments and memories you don't want to miss out on.
Welcome back to Ghoster Coasters, everybody, and today we have some exciting things to discuss with the Rock and Roller Coast. First, a huge shout out goes out to our channel members and Coaster Ghost and producers of the channel for helping bring all of this content. Let's get into some Top Thrill 2 and break down some of our thoughts going forward. Speaking of that interview with Tony Clark.
You know what? I do love the work. However, there's moments where it gets a little challenging, and this is one of them. Okay. Top Thrill. So We're working on it. We are inching closer to an update.
Tony himself. As a matter of fact, he had to take he had wrenches in his back pocket. He set them out so they didn't clink when they were on the air. Yeah.
Bob the builder, Tony the mechanic.
Exactly. He's doing it all.
Yeah, no, the manufacturer is here. They've been here. They're working on the fix, and they are hoping to have results of that labor here soon. So we will share. We'll share an update, and this isn't like a summer-long thing,
right?
So it's a little temporary thing. So we'll provide an update on our website and our socials when it's time to open it back up.
A few weeks back, on May 11th, the park did not open Top Thrill 2 to the public, and many guests were in belief that it was the wind, or even some speculated the new lighter trains were having problems with the wind. We don't know if any of that was true, but May 12th, the park did release an official statement saying Top Thrill 2 will be closed for an extended period of time, with an opening date not yet available. Cedar Point said Zamperla, the manufacturer of Top Thrill 2, is set to complete modifications for the trains, having a third-party ride inspector come out and check after the ride's modifications were made. On May 15th and 16th, guests at the park reported seeing test runs being done on the trains, and many have speculated this to be more testing for the process of re-engineering a part for the trains, with rumors about the ride even reopening as soon as May 17th. But it came and went, so on to today.
With Tony Clark discussing the unfortunate downtime with Top Thrill 2, we have to take into consideration that these are marvels and massive projects, and sometimes things just happen to need looked into and modified, which is apparently what Zamperla is doing with the trains right now. The good news out of this interview is that Tony Clark stated this was not a closure for the entirety of the summer. They expect to be able to get the ride up and running, with an update coming when the park and Zamperla have some results from their testing.
Which brings us to another point we wanted to discuss, as a few users had pointed out what looked to be shipments coming to the park. And recently, guests have thought they saw a package sitting near the trains, which would indicate that the park is probably getting ready, and the Zamperla team, to fully make modifications necessary to the trains in order to ensure a longer wear and usage time. The one thing that makes this interesting is the timing of all of this, paired with the Tony Clark interview. Cedar Point usually stays quiet until something behind the scenes has happened. Whether it be new information or shipments, it seems like Tony is excited and they are ready to get something started with something else.
Testing! Yes, the one thing that when we see it, we'll all kind of have a sense of relief thinking that the ride's closure coming to an end should be in sight. With more results from the manufacturer, like Tony said on the recent podcast interview, we should have some sort of update coming out in the week or two spanning those tests. Who knows, everybody? All of you with Coaster Mania tickets may or may not get a chance for ERT on the new Top Thrill 2. And let us be some of the few to tell you, this ride packs a massive punch, and we all hope that it is open as soon as possible.
Our ride on Top Thrill 2 was incredible. Towering over Power Tower, the 3 launches, that backwards launch was incredible. The whole time you're just kind of flying down the midway. You were so used to flying past on Top Thrill Dragster, and it really adds onto the experience knowing that it's an even longer ride. The 120 miles per hour and airtime over the top hat is indescribable, so if you haven't ridden it, make sure you do as soon as this opens. And we hope the Race for the Sky is continuing very soon for everyone.
With the horizon coming closer into view, we can all share a small piece of history knowing some of us got to ride pre-modifications. But the real fun in all of this is that this ride being open is a good thing for everyone, alleviating lines, keeping up with new coaster trends, guests traveling from afar, and of course, racing the skyline. Cedar Point is one of the greatest places on earth, and having all of their rides running in their already incredible lineup is just another boost to the Amusement Park.
And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the spooky community today. We really couldn't do all of this without every single one of you.
As always, thank you for being a part of this spooky community.
And for Coaster Ghostin' with Ghoster Coasters. Have a Six Flags Day, everybody.
At America's Rock and Roller Coast.